using the algebra of matrix, by using the matrix algebra. Okay, in this part, there is two method, two approach that can be applied. That the first approach is the first method is we call can be defined as a inverse matrix. Inverse matrix. And then the second method is a Cramer rule. Cramer rule. Okay, I will explain these two method here. I hope you can pay your attention because this is very important. Okay, this topic is include in the will be covered in our mid test. Okay, now the first step is I will focus on the inverse matrix. Okay, let's say the inverse, what is an inverse matrix? Inverse matrix method in a system of equation. Okay, let's say suppose we have this two equation. Let's say x1 plus x2 equal 5. And the second one is a 3x1 plus 7x2 equal 18. Okay, that's the suppose we have a system of equation here. In this system, there are two equations. The first equation is x1 plus x2 equal 5. The second equation is 3x1 plus 7x2 equal 18. Okay. Now the question is let's see, the question is solving the system of equation. Let's say this is the question, solving find the what we can find the you're solving us. So let's say the question is find the value of, okay, let's say find the value of x1 and x2 by using inverse matrix, by using, let's say, by using inverse matrix. Okay, what is the value of x2 that will fulfill these two equation? In other words, we need to find what is x1, what is x2, and x1 and x2 that for the both equation, for the system of equation. So the first step here, in order to find the solution of the system of equation, in order to find the value of x1 and x2, we need to transform this equation in a metric form. The equation in a metric form, kita perlu tukarkan sistem ni dalam bentuk matrix. Metric form refer to A x equal B. That is the matrix. That is the matrix form. Okay, what is A? What is X? What is B? I will explain now. What is A, X, and B? We have three components here: A, X, and B. Okay, what is A? Okay, matrix A. Let's say A is a matrix, X is also a matrix, B is also a matrix. Okay, in other words, we will have like this one: matrix A, matrix X, and matrix B. Okay, that's the matrix A, X, and B. What is matrix A? Again, each matrix has the size. The size is depend on the number of row and number of column. For this case, okay, the number of row and the number of column of matrix A is depend on the how many equation in the system and how many variable in the system. So the number of row, okay, the number of row of A is equal to the number of equation in the system. Okay, in this question, in this system, okay, this is a system of equation. There is the system of equation. The number of system the number of row in matrix A, bilangan baris dalam matrix A akan sama dengan bilangan bilangan persamaan dalam sistem. The number of row is for matrix A is equal to the number of equation in the system. In the system of equation, we have two equation here. Maybe this is equation number 1, and then the second one is equation number 2. So there is two equation. So there is we are going to have two row in matrix A, dua baris dalam matrix A. Okay. The number, so matrix A akan ada dua baris times how many column? The number of column in matrix A. The number of column dalam bilangan kolom dalam matrix A bergantung pada bilangan pemboleh ubah dalam sistem tersebut. The number of column in matrix A depend on the number of variable in the system. As you can see here, we have x1 and x2 only in the system. There are only two variable in the system, x1, x2 only. So matrix A will have the size of A is 2 times 2. 2 matrix A, 2 row and 2 variable. So in this class, we only focus matrix 2 times 2. Okay, now let's say we have two. Let's say for example, we are going to have 2 row and 2 column like this. 2 row and 2 column like this. So now we need to fill in the blank, fill the box, the value of let's say this one is A11, A12, A13, and A14. Okay. Now, what is the value of the first row, A11 and A12? The value of the element of A in this the element of A11, A12, A13, A and A14, or the all element in the matrix A will reflect the coefficient of the system of the equation. The coefficient. The coefficient refer to the value of the coefficient of x1. Sorry, the coefficient of in other words, the coefficient of x1, the coefficient of x2, the coefficient of x3, the coefficient of x2 in the second equation. So for the first equation, we have x1 plus x2. Okay, again, I write it again. For the first equation, we have x1 plus x2. x1 plus x2. So the coefficient of x1 is equal to 1, and the coefficient of x2 is also equal 1 for the first equation. So for the first equation, the element of A is 1 and sorry. Okay, now there is not. Okay, again, there's a typing error here. Okay, I just want to correct this. Okay, this actually x1 plus 2x2. Okay, x1 plus 2x2. So I repeat here, the coefficient of x1 is 1, and the coefficient of x2 is 2. So the element of the first row in A is 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 is the coefficient of x1, 2 is the coefficient of x2 for the first equation. Okay, if you have any question, just let me know. Same goes to the second row of A. The second row of A, this row. A1, sorry, this is A what? Not A13 again. Oh my God. This is not A again. This is not A13. There is, of course, A21 and A22. For the second row, A21 and A22. A21 and A22. What is the value of A21? What is the value of A22? This refers to the coefficient of x1 and x2 in the second equation. The coefficient of x1 and x2 in the second equation. The coefficient is, there is the 3x1 plus 7x2. So the first coefficient is 3. The second coefficient is 7. So for the second row of A, this is equal to 3 and 7. This is the value of the element of matrix A. The first row represent the first equation, the second row represent the second equation. The first column represent to the variable x1, the second coefficient, the second row, the second column, if the first column refer to the first variable x1, the second column refer to the second variable x2. Okay, that is A. So how about x? X is also a metric. X is what is x? X it represent all the variable in the system, all the variable in the system, and then the x is a vector column matrix. The size of A will have one column here. Since we have two equation, 2 times one column only. Matrix AX is 2 times 1, 2 row and 2 row and 1 column. X will represent all the variable in the system. Okay, in this case, we only have x1 and x2, both in the first and second equation. So in other words, in the system, we only have two variable only, x1 and x2. The first one is x1, the second one is x2. Okay, that's the matrix. That is the element of matrix X. Okay, that's the matrix number 2. That is for X. So now we know the matrix X A is 2 times 2. The matrix X is 2 times 1. Okay, now the last one is about B. What is B? B is very easy. B will represent the intercept or the coefficient without variable. Now we have 5 and 18. In terms of linear equation, this is also equal to the intercept for the system of equation. So since we have both two numbers, 5 and 18, so B equal to 5 and B equal to 18. B also has the size of 2 row and 1 column only. Okay, that's why. Okay, that's all about matrix form of system of equation. So in this system, there's the original system of the equation. Now we convert the system into the matrix form. Okay, that's about the matrix form AX equal B. Okay, in this case, we assume in this class we only have this topic will focus on two variable and two equation only, because we're going to apply the matrix concept, the inverse matrix. Okay, so the question is about this matrix. What is X? What is X1? What is X2? What is X1? And what is X2? That's why we need to find this value. But in this case, we are going to use to apply the what we call it, we are going to apply the inverse matrix method. That's our focus here. Okay, what is X? Okay, we need now. I will show you how to find X1 and X2 by using the inverse matrix. In this case, X, sin AX equal B. That's this is the equation. AX equal B in matrix form. What is X? X equal to A to the power of -1 B. A to the power of -1B. This A -1 is called as a inverse of matrix A. Inverse of matrix A. Inverse of matrix A. Okay, that's the value of A -1. So what is the inverse of matrix A? That is the question that we need to solve. How to find the matrix A inverse. A to the power of -1 is inverse of matrix A. So what is the inverse of matrix A? Okay, inverse of matrix A. Okay, that is the formula you need to know. The inverse of A is 1 over this number 1 over this A times A dj A. Okay, there is a few concept here you need to know. This is very important. Okay, the first one is what is this? What is this? The absolute of A. In mathematics, we call it as the absolute of A. But in metric, this is known as A. This absolute of A is a determinant. The determinant of matrix A. Determinant of matrix A. A to the power of -1 is the inverse. We have inverse matrix A, determinant of matrix A. Inverse of matrix A in bahasa Melayu is sonsangan. Sonsangan A. Sonsangan matrix A. Determinant of A is penentu matrix A. Penentu matrix A. And or determinant of A. Okay, what is A dj? Okay, A dj dot A is equal to adjoint of matrix A. Adjoint bagi matrix A. Now in this case, we need to identify the A inverse of matrix A, determinant of A, and also adjoint of A. I will show you one by one how to find the value of A inverse, determinant, and the adjoint. Okay. So first we need to know all this thing is related to A. What is matrix A? A inverse related to matrix A. Determinant of A also is also related to A, and adjoint A of course related to the matrix A. So in other words, we need to identify what is the matrix A first. That's why it's very important for you to set up the matrix A correctly. If you fail to set up the matrix A correctly, your answer is wrong lah. For the whole answer will is not you are not able to find the correct answer. Okay, this is quite critical here. Quite important for you to make sure you know how to find the to find the value of A inverse, A determinant of A, and adjoint of A. I will show you one by one here. Let's say what is A. How to find the determinant of A? Equal what? Okay, let's say first we need to know what is A. What is matrix A? Matrix A, the element of A is 1, 2, 3, and 7. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 7. That is the element of A. So the determinant of A. The determinant of A. Okay, the determinant of A equal to that is how to find the determinant. Okay, look into this element. This called as a main diagonal. The main diagonal. The main diagonal or perpenjuru utama. The main element 1 and 7. Okay, this both element we find the product of this number 1 times 7. 1 times 7 and minus the other two elements. The rest, the other two element is 3 and 2. 3 times 2. So there is 7 minus 6 equal to 1. So the element of A, the determinant of A is equal to 1. That's how to find the determinant. So in other words, let's say I have this number A, B, C, D. Let's say this is B. Determinant of B equal to A, D times C, B. Okay, that's the quick formula that I will show you. The relationship between the matrix and its determinant. Okay, so that is about the determinant. Okay, the second one is about the adjoint of A. Adjoint of matrix A. A dj. Again, this A dj. A adjoint of A? What is adjoint of A? So the first thing we need to know what is A. Again, A equal to the element of A is 1, 2, 3, and 7. 1, 2, 3, and 3 and 7. Okay, the adjoint of A. Okay, that's quite important. The adjoint of A. Okay, the first step again, we need to identify what is the main diagonal. What is the main diagonal? Is the main diagonal? Okay, what is the main diagonal of the matrix? Okay, again, the main diagonal is referred to this element. This is the main diagonal of the matrix. Okay, okay. For this main diagonal, okay. Here, now we need to find what is adjoint A. There is no calculation here. Luckily, you don't need to do any calculation. You just rearrange the position of the element. Okay, adjoint A equal to the okay, for the main diagonal, we change the position of the first and the second element. The first element of main diagonal is 1. The second element of the main diagonal is 7. We just change the position 1, 7 to 7, 1. Change the position only. Change the position only. And how about the rest? 3 and 2. For 3 and 2, we do not, it's no need to change their position. We just change the, what we call it, we just change the symbol, the value of these two number. We just change their symbol from positive to negative. The value from positive to negative. Since the original value is 2 and 3, but now we change to the negative, -2 and -3. That's all. That's the element, the adjoint of A. I think it's quite easy to remember for adjoint of of A. Okay, that's all about the adjoint. And then what is the inverse of A? The inverse of A, this equal to 1 divided by the determinant times adjoint of A. Okay, again, we have 1. What is 1 and 2? The determinant is 1. What is adjoint A? Adjoint A is 7, -2, -3, 1. So 1 divided by 1 is 1 times 7, -2, -3, 1. So in other words, all the number must times 1. So any number times 1 equal to their original number. So the A inverse in this case is 7, -2, -3, 1. That is A inverse. That's why this method is called as a inverse matrix, because we need to find the inverse first before we can solve the equation. That's why that's the inverse matrix. Okay, so back to the question. What is the question? The question asks you. The question is about find the value of x1 and x2. What is x? This one. What is x? X equal to A inverse times B. X equal y equal x equal to A inverse times B. That's all. That's about the about x. So we know the x inverse, and we know B. This is B. 5 and 18. So in order to find the answer, okay, so in this case, x equal to A inverse B. A inverse times B. What is A inverse? A inverse is 7, -2, -3, 1 times B. What is B? B equal to 5, 18. B equal to 5, 18. So there is matrix 2, times 2 times matrix 2 times 1. So this multiplication of matrix. First, we need to make sure the first column, the column of first matrix equal to the number of row of second matrix. So the column, the number of column of A inverse equal to the number of row of B matrix, and the matrix X will equal to the we'll have this the size of matrix X is 2 times 1. That is the output of all the matrix X. So what is the matrix X? The matrix X. Now the concept is we find the summation of product for the first row times the first column. Okay, that is 7 times 5. 7 times 5 plus negative 2 times 80. Negative 2 times 80. That is for the first row. For the second row, this negative 3 times 5. Negative 3 times 5 plus 1 times 18. 1 times 18. Okay, that's the answer is 35 plus negative 36, negative 1. Negative 15 plus 18, positive 3. Okay, that is the answer. X equal to negative 1 and negative 3. What is X? Okay, refer back to the original question. X, the component of X is X1 and X2. The first one is X1, the second one is X2. So the first value of X in this case, the first value of X is X1 and X2. So at the when we solve this question, we can also write the X1. Therefore, the X1 equal to negative 1, X2 equal to positive 3. That is the solution for the for this equation, where X1 equal negative 1 and X2 equal to negative 3, equal to positive 3. That is the how we can matrix inverse can be applied in the system of equation. The system of equation. Okay, any other question before I proceed to the next step?
No questions, doctor.
Okay, the next one is about the Kramer rule. Okay, how there is the alternative. We can say there's the alternative method. Uh, alternative method in order to solve the equation by using the matrix matrix algebra or matrix algebra. Okay. Okay. Now the next one is about the what we call it, the Kramer rule. Okay. Now I will use another example uh, to explain about the concept. Okay. Please pay your attention here. Let's say I have these two equation. Let's say I have this two equation. For example, the equation is let's see. Okay. Okay, that's it. Based on topic one. Let's say based on topic one, we have these two equations, linear equation, 1 minus 2x. There's the equation 1. The equation 2, let's say y equal to 5 over x, 5 over 2, say 5 over 2 minus 1 over 2x. Let's say this is equation number 2, 5 over 2 minus 1 over 2x. Okay, so the question is, let's say find the intersection point of the uh of the equation you by using Cramer rule. Let's say, for example, by using Cramer rule, we need to find the intersection point. Based on topic 1, I explained we need to equalize these two equations, or we can draw this equation and then find the intersection point. At this intersection point, what is the intersection point? The intersection point refers to the situation where these two equations share the same coordinate point, the same value of x and the same value of y. In other words, we need to find what is the value of x and y at the intersection point. But in this case, we will use the alternative method. The method is the method is referred to the algebra method, but to be specific, we will apply the Cramer rule method. So before we can apply the concept, we need to convert the system into the metric form. Convert the system into the metric form AX equal B. Ini bentuk matrix form AX equal B. Okay, what is A? A again contain the coefficient of variable. X is X is the list of the variable in the system. B equal to the intercept. Okay, but before that, we need to arrange again. We arrange these two equations we separate the variable and the intercept. All the variable, what is variable? Variable refer to y and x. There is a variable. We put all the variable at the left hand side of the equation, and the other part and the other component, that is the intercept, we put at the right side of the equation. So in this case, is a good what we call it a good what we call it as a good practice to transform the equation into this form. So this also equal to 1. Let's say y plus 3x equal 1. And then the second one, y plus 1 over 2x equal to 5 over 2. Okay, we arrange the equation by I separate the variable and the intercept and the part of the element, the part of the equation without coefficient, without variable. So we have two variable here, y and x, and then the first equation we have y plus 3x equal 1 and y plus 1 over x 1 over 2 times x equal to 5 over 2. Okay, we need to we wish to transform the equation like this before we can proceed to the metric form of equation, that is ax equal B. That is the general form of the equation, the general form of equation in a matrix form, for example. Okay, again, what is A? Again, we have A, X, and B. AX and B. AX, B. What is X? The number of row in what is A? The number of A equal to the number of equation. We have two equation here, so we have two row, and the number of column in A we refer to the number of variable. We only have two variable here, y and x. So again, a equal to 2 times 2. Okay, b equal to the v is vector. We call it a vector, column vector, because b represent the number of b will the element of b equal to the variable in the system. So in the system, we have the first variable is y, the second variable is x. So b will have only two row, y and x. Before that, the coefficient of A, the first row of A will represent the coefficient of variable in the first equation. That is y, for y is equal 1, for x is equal 3. Whereas for the second row of A is equal to coefficient of the variable for the second equation. The first one is y is also 1, but the second one is x is 1 over 2. That's how to transform the equation into the matrix form. And then the last one is about B. B is quite easy. B just lists the intercept, all the component without, in other words, all the component without variable. That's equal to the intercept. So since there are only two variable, in other words, there are two intercept. So B will have the size of B is 2 row and 1 column, 2 times 1. This is B, 2 times 1. The element of B is 1 and 5 over 2. Again, X has 2 row and one column only. That's how to transform this equation. So the next one, the question is, what is y and x? We need to find the matrix of x. What is the value of y and what is the value of x? That is about this that's how to find the intersection of these two equations by using the matrix. But in this case, we are going to apply the Cramer rule. Okay. The next question is, what is the Cramer rule? Based on this rule, based on this method, the value of y. What is y? Y is the first variable in the system. Y equal to this. You need to remember this. Determinant of A1 divided by determinant of A. Whereas the second variable x, determinant of A2 divided by determinant of A. We need to find in other words, for this rule, we need to find the A, determinant of A, determinant of A1, and determinant of A2. This three element is very important because this will help you to find the answer. So we have three determinant here: A, A1, and A2. Okay, now I will show you how to find these three determinant. Determinant. Okay, what is let's say determinant of A? If you want to find the determinant of A, we need to know what is A first. What is A? Okay, the matrix of A. What is the matrix of A? This one. The matrix of A. The matrix of A. The matrix of A. Let's say A. In order to find the determinant of A, you need to know what is A. A is equal to 1, 3, 1, and 1 over 2 based on the matrix form AX equal to B. That's A. So what is determinant of A? Again, we can apply the same rule to find the determinant. Before this, I show you how to find the determinant in the inverse matrix. We can apply that concept. So first, identify the main diagonal, this number. Okay, the main diagonal of this number, we just find the product 1 times 1 over 2 minus the product of the rest of the other two numbers, 1 and 3. 1 times 3. So this equal to 1 over 2 minus 3. That is negative 5 over 2. That's the determinant of A. That's the determinant of matrix A. It's quite easy. I'm sure you can calculate this determinant. You can find the determinant because the formula is very easy. We just find the product we just differentiate the product of the two element. One times the product of the main element, the main diagonal, minus the product of the other two element, because since we only have 4 element here. Okay, now what is the determinant of A1? Okay, now we know now the determinant of A equal to -5/2. So what is the determinant of A1 and A2? So now we are going to apply the same concept of when we find the determinant of A. Let's say determinant of A1. How to find the determinant of A1? Before we can find the determinant of A1, we need to identify what is A1. What is A1? What is a matrix A1? We need to identify we need to get the determinant of the matrix A1 first before we can find the determinant. Determinant of B, we need to know what is B. What is matrix B? Determinant of C, we need to know first what is the matrix C, and so on. So in this case, we need to find the determinant of A1. So we need to find the A1 first. What is A1? Matrix A1 can be generated from matrix A. Okay, that is crucial. I hope you can pay your attention here. Again, I say the matrix A1 is come from the matrix A. What is matrix A? Okay. Matrix A equal to 1, 3, 1, 1/2. That is matrix. That is matrix A. So in order to get the matrix B, matrix A1, matrix A1 is from matrix A. So the next question is, so what is the difference between A and A1? Okay, for matrix A1, what we are going to do is we need matrix B. What is B? Okay, this one matrix B. This one, matrix B. 1, 5/2. Matrix B. Yeah, I write here matrix B. B equal to 1, 5/3. Okay. Okay. Now, in order to get A1, matrix A1, now I would like to transform this matrix from A to A1. So so in order to transform A to A1, we need to change. In other words, we need to replace the first column of A. That is the first column of A. We need to replace the first column in A, in matrix A, with B. Okay, in other words, we need to put this B into the first column. So now I erase this number. The B, the element of B is 5, 1, 5/1, 5/2. Okay, that's all. Now, in other words, the matrix A1 is how to find the matrix A1? We just replace the first column in A with a B. The first column in A with B, and then find the determinant of A1. Determinant of A1. That's all. Again, what is the determinant of A1? The main diagonal of A1. The main diagonal of A1. We calculate the product 1 times 1/2 minus the other two numbers 5/2 times 3. So the answer is equal to -7. The answer is equal to -7. Answer equal to -7. Okay, now we know in other words, therefore, the determinant of A is the determinant of A1 is -7. Okay, after the next one is A2. We need to find the determinant of A2. Again, we can apply the same concept. The determinant of A2 equal to, we need to find the what is A2? What is the matrix of A2? Okay. Matrix A2, again, same to matrix A1. A2 is come from A. What is matrix A? Again, matrix A is equal to, what is matrix A? Matrix A equal to 1, 3, and 1 half. 1, 3, and 1, 1 over 2. That is a matrix A. Now, for matrix, now we want to transform from A to A2. Again, we need B. We need matrix B. What is B? Again, B is 1 and 5 over 2. 1 and 5 over 5 over 2. For matrix A2, in order to find the matrix A2, what we need to do is we just replace the second column of the second column of A with B. In other words, we need to change this number. This one. 1 with B. 1, 5 over 2. Okay, that is matrix A2. Matrix A2 refer to the matrix which is the second column of A is replaced by the matrix B. That's the matrix A. So from this matrix A, again we can find A determinant. How to find the A determinant? Again, the same process. The main diagonal, that is 1 times 5 over 2 minus the other two numbers, 1 times 1. So the answer is 5 over 2. That is the A2. Okay, 1 minus 1. 5 over 2 minus 1. That is 3 over 2. Okay, again, in summary, we can determinant of A is negative 5 over 2. Determinant of A1 equal to negative 7. Determinant of A2 equal to 3 over 2. Okay, these three determinant is very important in Cameroon. Okay, so I hope you can remember this. If the question asks you to apply the Cameroon for the system of equation, in other words, the question asks you to find these three determinant. You need to find these three determinant first: A1, and A2. Because why? Because based on this rule, y equal to the first variable is y. Please remember, in this system, the first variable is y equal to A determinant of A2 divided by determinant of A. That is negative 2 divided by negative 5 over 2. The answer is positive positive plus minus this positive 14 over 5, which is, and then for x, okay, sorry, for y it's not A2, it's A1. Sorry, A1. It's not A2, this is A1. Again, y equal to, since y is the first variable, y equal to the determinant of A1 equal to determinant of A. And then for x, since x is the second equation, x equal to determinant of A2 divided by determinant of A. The answer is, what is determinant of A2? Determinant of 2 is 3 over 2 divided by determinant of A, negative 5 over 2. So there is a 3 over 5. 2 per 5, 3 ke 2, 6, 3 over 5, yes, 3 over 5. That's the answer of the question. So in other words, we can write this x equal to this 40 over 50 for x and negative 3 over 5 for x. That's how to answer the question in matrix, in term of matrix. Okay, that's two concepts related to the matrix. Now, in this case, this example, these two examples show us that we can also apply the concept of matrix in order to solve the system of equation. Based on there is as an alternative for alternative for first topic. In the first topic, we need to draw the graph or to solve the equation by using the equation itself. But in this case, we can we can solve the system of equation, especially for linear equation, by using the inverse matrix or the or the Cramer rule. Okay, you need to understand. You need to know these two concepts uh, uh, for this topic. Okay, that's I think basically about the matrix. It's quite tough here because first you need to know the basic concept of matrix. In general, in summary I can conclude here that for matrix you need to know the element of the matrix, what is the definition of the matrix, how to calculate how to find the operation of matrix, how to add the matrix, how to subtract the matrix, how to multiply the matrix multiplication, and then how to solve the equation, the system of equation by using the what we call it by using the inverse matrix and Cramer rule matrix. And then any questions so far? Before I think I need to I have something with you to share. I hope you can download from your uh for from UKM folio. There is one exercise here. There is an example of the test question. I hope you can try to answer this question. There only have there are only four questions here. Four question here. Uh, and then the final answer. You can refer to the page 2. There is the selected answer for the tutorial. Okay. Before okay. I will uh, I will show you. I will choose one question here. I hope you can pay your attention how to answer this question. Let's say now I will let's say I have okay. I will explain how to answer this question. Okay, this question number 3. Please refer to the exercise topic 4. Please you can download this exercise from UKM folio. Okay, and I hope you can answer all the question because this question is related is included in our mid test. Okay, let's say focus to the question 3. Okay, before we end we close this class today, I will show you this one example. I will take this one example and I will show you how to solve the question. Okay, let's say okay, this question, question number 3. Let's say we have this question. Let's say, okay. Okay. Question number 3. Given two functions that show the relationship between price and quantity. Okay, there are three questions here, three basic questions. The question B is related to the metric, but the first and the question A and B is related to the first topic, topic number 1. Let's say we have two functions, P equal to 0.5 Q plus 1 and P equal to negative 0.3 Q plus 10. Where P is price and Q is quantity. Basically, this question is related to the demand and supply. Demand and supply. Let's say, as you can see here, question 3A. As you identify the demand and supply function, give your justification. How to answer the question? First, in order identify the demand and supply, you need to know what is a demand theory and the supply theory. I just give the short answer. The short answer. I hope you can refer to my note in topic 1. Okay, the demand, the relationship between P and Q for demand is negative. The relationship between P and Q in supply is positive. This positive and negative in equation in the system, in the linear or in the linear equation, reflect by the it's represented by the m, the value of the intercept. So you just refer to the equation and then look into the m, the value of m. For the first one, there's m. The m is positive. This one, m is positive. The second one, m is negative. Just based on this value, the first equation, m is positive 0.5. The second equation, m is negative 0.5. So, in other words, the question which has positive, the question with positive slope is a supply function, because the positive slope represent the positive relationship between P and Q. That's close to the supply. The question with the negative slope is we can consider the question as a demand function, because the negative slope reflect the negative relationship between the variable in the question. So since in the question we have P and Q, the first question has the positive slope, so there is a supply. The first question is supply because the answer is because the first question is supply because the first question has a positive slope. The second equation is demand because the second equation has a negative slope. That's the answer. How to answer the question? Maybe you have another answer, another words, another sentence to justify. It's okay as long as the answer is will give the same meaning. We produce the same meaning to the what I have said earlier. Okay, that's for 3A. For 3B, find the price and quantity of the market equilibrium by using the Cramer rule. Okay, that is by using the Cramer rule. What is the question? P equal to 0.5 Q plus 1. The second one is P equal to negative 0.3 Q plus 10. Okay, Cramer method refer to the matrix method. Inverse method also refer to the matrix method. For matrix, regardless inverse or Cramer, the equation must be written in this form: ax equal b. Remember this. You need to remember this. If the question asks you solve the equation in terms of by using Cramer method or inverse method, you need to transform the equation into a and ax equal b first. What is a? Okay, before that, before we can find a, x, and b, we need to rearrange the equation by what we call it we just arrange the equation. We put all the variable at the left hand side and the intercept of the equation at the right hand side of the equation. Okay, so the variable is p and q. So the equation now p equal to 0.5 q plus 1 can also be written as p minus 0.5 q equal 1. The second one is p plus 0.3 q equal 10. Okay, that's the first thing we need to arrange the question first. From this one, we can set up A. What is A? A, again, the number of row in A equal to the number of equation. So we have two equation. So A have two row. The number of column refer to number of variable. We only have two variable P and Q in the system. So A will have two column. So the first row in A equal to the coefficient of P and Q. The first is P is 1, the Q is 0.5 for the first question, for the supply question. For the second row is refer to the second equation, P plus 0.3. The coefficient of P is 1, the coefficient of Q is positive 0.3. That's all. That's A. And then what is X? X is a list of variable. We only have P and Q, and in Cramer, B is important because B represent the value of intercept 1 and 10. Since we have only these two numbers. Okay, what is the method? The method is the Cramer method. Okay, the method is the Cramer method. Okay, the first variable is P. the second variable is q. Okay, the order of the equation is very important. You need to put the position of q and p in the right way based on the equation, how the equation is written in the system. Since p is the first one, p is the first, q is the second. So for the x, in terms of x, we must write p and q, not q and p. P and q. So based on Kramer rule, the first equation, that's p, equal to determinant of a1 divided by determinant of a. The second equation is q equal to determinant of a divided by determinant of a2 divided by determinant of a. Okay, that's about the p and q. Okay, so again we need to find a1, and a2 and a2. Okay, what is a? How to find determinant of a? We need to know what is a. Okay, again, the same process. A equal to 1, negative 0.5, 1, 0.3. So determinant of a equal to the main diagonal, okay, this number, 1 times 0.2 minus the product, the multiplication of the product of the two number, 1 times negative 0.5. Okay, that's equal to question 3. Okay, 0.8. Okay, 0.3 plus 0.8, 0.5, 0.8. Determinant of A1. The same process here. The A1, we need to find what is A1. What is the matrix of A? The matrix of A1 is generated from the matrix A. You just write the matrix A first. The matrix A is 1, 0.5, 1, 0.3. So for matrix A1, to generate matrix A1, to find matrix A1, we need to replace the first column of A with matrix B. The first column of A with matrix B. What is B? This one. This matrix B. 1 and 10. 1 and 10. 1 dan 10. Okay, now I need to replace this number 1 and 10. That is matrix A1. So from this matrix A1, of course, we can find the determinant of A1. Determinant of A1, okay, what is the main diagonal? Okay, the same process, main diagonal, 1 times 0.3 minus the other the product of the other two numbers, times 10 times 0.5. So again, it's 0.3. 0.3 times minus 10 times 0.5, that is 5.3. Minus, okay, sorry, negative 0.5. That's negative, negative 0.5. That is should be negative 0.5. 5.3. 0.3 plus 5. Then the next one, we need to find the determinant of A2. A2, what is A2? A2, same. A2 is also from A1, matrix A. Sorry, matrix A. What is matrix A? Matrix A, this matrix A, 1, 0.5, 1, negative 0.5, and then we have 1 and 0.3. Okay, for matrix A2, we need to replace the second column of A2. We replace the second column of A2 with B. Again, what is B? B is 1 and 10. Okay, that's all. I think it's quite easy. I think I'm sure that there's no problem for you to remember to master this step. Okay, so the next one again, what is A2? With the determinant of A2. How to find the determinant of matrix? First, look into what is define what is the main diagonal. The element of the main diagonal is 1 and 10. We calculate the so and then we need to calculate the product of this number. Find minus the product of the others two numbers. 1 and 1. 1 times 1. So the answer is 1 times 10 equal 10 minus 1. 10 minus 1 equal 9. Okay, again, in summary, okay, this three number is very important. Determinant of A, determinant of A1, and determinant of A2 for Cramer rule. Okay, determinant of A1, A2 is 9, A1 is 5.3, and A is 0.8. Okay, these three number is very important. Then after we manage to get this number, we can find P. Again, P determinant of, since P is the first variable, P is equal to determinant of A1 divided by determinant of A. That is equal to A1 is 5.3 divided by 5.3 divided by 0.8. So P equal to, the value of P is 11.25. And then for Q, determinant of A2, because since Q is the second variable, Q equal to determinant of A2 divided by A. The determinant of A2 is sorry, this is P, sorry, this is not 11. This is Q. This is Q. Sorry, this is a P. Okay, P 6.625. 6.625. Whereas Q equal to determinant of A2 9 divided by determinant of A 0.8. So this is equal to 1.25. Okay, that's the answer. P equal to 6.625. Q equal to 11.25. In other words, we can say the value of P and Q at the equilibrium point. Okay, the question asks you find the P and Q at the equilibrium, at the market equilibrium. At this market equilibrium, there is at that point show these two equations are close to each other, or they will share the same P and Q. So at the market equilibrium price, at the market equilibrium, X equal to we refer to the P 6.625 and 11.25. That is the answer for equation number 3. Okay, that's how to answer this. How to answer this kind of question. Okay, any question? Any question? Okay, the question is asked you apply concept of Cramer method. Okay, how to find the answer or using the Cramer rule, because in this concept you need to find A, determinant of A, determinant of A1, and determinant of A2. Okay, any question? We only have I think about 15 minutes before 6. Any question?
No question, doctor.
Okay. I think that's all for today. That are all for today. Okay. Before I stop this class, I end this class. Okay. For your homework, for this question. Okay, that is your extra homework. in order to help you to increase your understanding. Okay, based on this question, okay, question number C. That is your homework. How please graph both function, demand and supply, and indicate the market equilibrium. Okay, this homework. Okay, this question is based on topic 1. I hope you can use the question as for your revision, because in topic 1 I have in my note also there is a few example how to graph this question. There's a demand and supply question, normal demand and supply question, and then the second homework is question B. Okay, just for homework, let's say question D, you just use the inverse matrix. Inverse matrix for B. Okay, if you refer to question B asks you find the equilibrium price by using the Kramer method. Now I have shared the answer. The answer is P equal to the answer is P equal to 6.625 and Q equal to 11.25. For your homework, I would like I hope you can try to answer this question, but to answer the question B, but apply the inverse matrix method. Apply the inverse matrix method. You must get the same answer for P and Q, but the work is quite different, because for the inverse matrix we need adjoint, and then we need just determinant of A. No need to find A1 and A2 for inverse matrix. Okay, that's for your homework. I hope you can try to answer the question B, but using the inverse matrix. In our test, this topic will be included in our test. That's why you need to know what is inverse matrix and the Kramer rule. And then I think that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. But before we dismiss, next week again we are going because 11 of December, Thursday, is a Malaysia public holiday for birthday of Sultan Selangor. Because UKM Bangi is in Selangor. So in other words, there are no class for the next Thursday. But therefore we need another one replacement class online. But I have not decided whether the class is on 12 or not. But next week, next week I will make and also I will share with you the information as usual, whether we are going to have another replacement class on Friday or not. But that's mean, since we don't have any class on 11 or due to the public holiday, our next class is on the 18th December, Thursday, 18th December, and then at that day, I will discuss on I will discuss about the topic. The next topic is topic 5 for final exam, and then for our mid exam will be held on 18 December, Thursday. Okay, we are going to have class at the afternoon, 11 to 2, and then at the evening on 8 p.m. We are going to have final mid exam at DK, I think DK 4, right? 8 to 10 p.m. Okay, the detail about the mid exam I will share later. I will share with you the number of questions, how many marks, and other related things, and other related thing and other things that related to the our mid exam. Okay, I think that's all for today. Any question before I end this meeting? Any other question? Since we only have a face-to-face meeting on in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks later, on 11, or say on 18 December. Any question or no question?
No question, Doctor.
Okay, it's okay. I hope if you have any question, just let me know. in WhatsApp as soon as possible. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you for your for your attention. Okay, I will share with you this video recording later. Maybe next week lah. Maybe next week I need to download this video first and then upload to my YouTube channel. Okay, that's